Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're up, tell me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes, inspiration that you would love to share with your loved one, family, or a friend, or even fellow empaths that are going through trying times and need spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share with social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to relate to the video I'm about to do. And this one is to know that you are under psychic attack. I know I did the one about dark interference that was going on, but I know there's a lot of people going through that. I've experienced it from time to time. And there's different ways I want to make sure that I covered everything. You know, I usually just go do a cipher and just let it flow. And there's a lot of times that, you know, well, not a lot of times, but there are some times that I go ahead and go by different things that I pull up just to make sure I'm getting everything that I need to get, that I don't, you know, that I don't forget. This one that I pulled up is by Michelle Cardello. I think that's how she pronounced her name. If it is, I'm so sorry if it isn't. She gives off three signs to know that you are experiencing psychic attacks. There's a lot of times that, you know, you're going through your karmic encounters from the things that has taken place, not just from this life, but also from your past lives. You're clearing that slate, and you know everything was passed down to us that was supposed to stop with us. So you have to understand too, all that heaviness is just got loaded on us. But just for us being able to, you know, cut those cords to generational curses as well as karmic cycles. You know, we all have our you know, our spiritual enforcements. You know, we have our deities, the ancient ones, the thunder beings, you know, all these different ones, as well as our loved ones that have passed on, as well as the energy, the angelic, you know, earth angels, you know, our spirit guides here on earth, as well as our totems. You know, all these different things are, you know, having our back. But these are the things that breaks through all those, you know. The devil sends many different things towards you, and God also allows certain things to take place in your life just to be able to let you know, there are different things that people may put on you, maybe because of intimidation, envious, jealousy, or their emotions are unbalanced. You know, a lot of people can do it unsubconsciously. That's why I always tell people, anything that is that you have going on, that you're working on a project that you know this is going to really soar. These are the things that is really going to light your life up in so many ways. I always tell people, I urge people, even when it comes to your twin flames, do not go around, oh, guess what? I'm having it. And it's not making fun of anybody, because I've been there, you know, I've really been there. And I felt happy for the different things that I've gone through, but these are the ways I had to learn as well. When number one, when you're a Heyoka, I tell people that all the time, you have this arrogant, cocky, from what is being, you know, seen. I'm not saying that that's what it is, but when you are growing one with your knowledge, within your strength, your power, the magic that you have fuming is growing every single day. It changes and shifts on a matter of seconds. So when you do, some people try to go against those things, and then when they're doing that, they send this vibration that keeps you either being paranoid, or you have constant things going in your life, you know, especially depending on the gifts that you have. You can pretty much know when somebody's doing things like that. There's different things that come towards you that you have to learn from experience. And a lot of times we're like, why did we have to go through that? Why do we have to pick these people? Why did God allow these people to come to me? But you have to understand, you're always protected. You're always protected. And a lot of times things are placed on you maybe because you're being cocky. I've been that way before too. I had to have to be able to learn. I was happy about certain things in my life that I was really proud of. And, people are like, hey, can I have a friend request, this, and that. And not realizing they're coming in and they're blocking stuff from me, or they're placing me under some kind of spiritual attack, hoodoo, voodoo, santeria, all that stuff, and those are the things that you have to, a lot of times they're being placed on you for you to be able to clear your slate, because God is not going to allow anything to hurt or humble you, or it's going to humble you, but it's not going to hurt you, keep you in certain things, because sometimes, if it happens, it had to happen that way. But if he know it's something very detrimental, somebody's going to place on you intentionally, those are the things that he's not going to allow anyway. But there's 3 different signs that you're going through, and she's basically saying there are certain things that I already said that it can be a matter of coincidence. Not every single thing that you're going through is placed on somebody else's energy to attack you. Ongoing negative emotions, like if you think about one negative thing and then another one, and this just creates that storm, like a ish storm in your whole day. People place you on things, and I say that all the time. When people are insecure and happy in their lives, they don't go place things on people on purpose. When we can all learn and grow from each other, where does there have to be competition? I've had my moments in my life where I felt like when people have done those things to me, I did those things to them. And it's just like, you have to understand, what people place on you is their karma. How you respond and how you react to it is within yours. And I was just saying a video the other day, just a few minutes ago, I appreciate when people do that, because this gives me that experience to challenge the own challenges, not just that I'm placing within myself. When I start doubting myself, when I want to give up, when I'm allowing myself to feed into emotions that are not based on other people, or as well as illusions that I was getting soaked into. Anyway, devil will put a whole bunch of mirages in your life. Unless it's not Nicki, don't allow yourself to get into that. And I like Nicki's music, but anybody got something against the Barbs or whatever, I ain't got no time for that. But you have ongoing negative emotions that can't go away. It's like a series of unexpected negative emotions, bad energy randomly flooding in your day, and it's coming a common sign that you're under psychic attack. If there's a lot of times, and I've said this recently, just because people send a friend request don't mean it's always a friend request. That messes like a surveillance camera. Anytime that somebody's asking you, oh, can I do a reading on you? Or, oh, I'm seeing energy coming your way. Anytime, no. Do not allow people to read you, and especially if they be slick about it and wanting to do it, but inadvertently not asking you, but asking permission to come into your life. And they're doing these things to either see what your future is going to be, or trying to delay things or block things, and don't realize when you're doing stuff like that, unless you're God, you don't realize when you're placing forts in different things in people's lives, and you're wanting to have blessings in your life, when you're blocking theirs, you don't realize you're putting roadblocks for your very own. I've had people do that. I don't get into who I am, what I am, what all those are out there. There's more things that I uncover. I just don't speak on. God tells me that for a reason. And then when you are anointed for certain things, and people have unclean entities, or they want to do things that are very unjust to try to stop you because of certain things that you may have been placed into your life, that's not, hey, you picked your purpose. I feel like you picked your purpose, but everybody has their own journey. And if you want to start comparing your life to somebody else's, you already allowed yourself to, you're starting to allow yourself to compare your journey to somebody else's. I had to learn throughout my time, if I see people get a blessing, you bless your blessing, their blessing like it's yours. But when you start going against other people's blessings, you already forfeiting yours. You just don't do that, and I've had people where they feel like, oh, if I have my friend block somebody, or let me have my sister or my brother block somebody, and it's because I don't want them getting anything, or because I feel like they're doing too much of this and I'm not getting that. Just because somebody else has done that for you, because you don't want that karma coming to you, you just don't know. You bless that person that caused that issue in their life. You already added karma to their life because they placed that on you. You're not adding 10 other issues that you place with both of each other, and any other situation like that. They're adding more to that life. So let me see. Okay, you get a streak of bad luck. You get a streak of bad luck. It says sudden streaks of bad luck is also a common sign that you have been impacted by a psychic attack. These can be subtle, but then it's clumsy events, like you're bumping into your coworkers or whatever, or you're locking your keys in your car. But they also can be very extreme, like you lose your job, you have a car accident, a family member dies, certain things like that. You start having constant nightmares of paranoia, of different things, of coming attacking you. You start what is it says, uneasy feelings in dreams. For example, you might have dreams of night terrors that are involving being attacked by someone. Some people say that they see a burner, I'll just put it that way, that you're seeing that it's like a shooting gun, whatever you want to call it, has been placed on you, or you feel like you're being chased down by something. Number one, if you're being chased by something, there's something that you're running away from, so that's not it. If there's a certain thing with a gun, it is like, and I actually said it anyway, so I apologize, YouTube, if I don't want that dot towards me. There are certain things that you're in your life that you're not, that is being detrimental towards you. You have to be able to allow yourself to hold accountability, allow yourself to be open to not just ignore the things that are coming good in your life, but also learn from the bad that's coming in your life. You might also be in general uneasy about your surroundings, chills, goosebumps, negative vibes from people around you, even loved ones. Yeah, that's true as well. And then it's just like, it kind of coincides with the dark interference as well. It's like people, it could be your children, it could be your husband, it could be your wife, could be, your parents or anything like that. Everybody is turned against you, like people that you already know, that know good and well, hell, as my mama say, that wouldn't turn against you, all of a sudden they have. Or all of a sudden you've had a stroke of bad luck when it comes to your finances. It's like all of a sudden it's just like you can't, everything is stopping you from getting money. Anything that's stopping you from flourishing into your life, those things are happening. But when you, a lot of times when you know that those things are happening, it's just like if somebody's coming into your life, and I've told people I do on one-on-ones, if you're connecting with someone and and I've had this feeling recently, and then I had to be able to allow myself, it's like, hey, you had to practice what you preach. There's sometimes you be around people and you just don't know what that vibe is. It's like that person, they're okay, but there's just something about them I just can't put my finger on. And if this is what it is, a lot of times people cloak themselves. You have to understand that. There's cloaking. A lot of times it's like when I see friend requests and stuff like that, it's like if I first get it and then it's just like, nope. Or just I automatically block. I don't tell which kind they are because, somebody might send me one and try to do a riffraff. So I ain't doing that. Certain ones I already know I do not accept, period, point blank, period. My energy, I tell people, if you start getting to where you're very uneasy or you feel like you're very selective on what you should say around certain people, you don't need to be around those people, even on the phone. If there are certain things, like if you're sending pictures or you're sending certain texts, or there's certain, even if there's people that you have been around for a long time, you have to understand when you have gone through a spiritual awakening, there are certain people that are your spiritual awakening is another spiritual awakening. Everything has a balance to it. When it's good, there's bad coming up right at the same time, because there are certain things that tries to, block you from you getting your spiritual knowing within yourself. And that person's placed there to be able to be your opponent. But then you're becoming, when you allow yourself to know, usually you're your own opponent. If there are certain things that you're stopping yourself from doing because you feel like you don't have that integrity to do it, you don't have that energy, you don't have that faith in your confidence in yourself. Like I try to say towards other people, especially I know I have friends and family, they go heavy in the magic, and everything has a light and dark to it. I don't mess around with the dark because I ain't got time for all that. I want my blessings. I want my abundance. So I want to do that. I allow my all my family in the upper room. I allow them to have it, and that's what you have to do. Don't play dark with dark. Just being able to know, just don't even allow yourself to bind people to it. I used to do that, just bind somebody to their stuff. And then it's just like, you can't do that because everybody's going through their own lessons of healing. Some people, it just takes a little bit longer. Sometimes people press that slow button. You have to be able to allow, just send them blessings that way. When you get to that point in life, I've had the worst of the worst happen to me. And it's not saying that to be cocky. It's not saying that to be arrogant or anything like that. But when I face things that I faced already, now that I'm working on a daily, there's nothing that God won't put in my life that is going to break me at all. That situation should have broke me, but it has helped me in so many different ways. Whatever has been in your life, you have gone through some things. There's a lot of things that people don't know about. There's a lot of things you may be still healing from that has rose deep. And this could have been something from the very beginning since you came out the womb, and those are the things that shows you, God unity. I mean, not God unity, your deities, your ancient ones, all those different things. It's like, my family is Creole. You don't want to play with that. So they already know. When they tell you stuff, just like, don't worry about it. We got you. And they always say that, when it says up here that you should go ahead and talk to another psychic, I'm like, no, I don't do all that. I read my own stuff. I ain't got time for nobody else reading me like that. I don't like it. I don't give nobody permission to, and I block send it to anybody who try to do it. But it's just like, but when you really want that protection within yourself, because there's a lot of things that other people are not supposed to see in your life. So it's just the perfect bet is for you to be able to protect yourself from other people's energy that is trying to place you on different things into your life. Meditate, pray. You do it on daily. You talk to your spirit guide. As soon as I said that, tip of my nose started itching. So that's exactly what they wanted me to say. You talk heavy to your spirit guides. They already know what's going on, but a lot of times we get in our own way on trying to, okay, you want to go ahead and block me? You want to go ahead and do this? Let me go ahead and do that. Don't realize, I've even, I had to learn, from people tell me, when you put something dirty on somebody, that can really stick with you. And it's just like, I was always raised, when you place something on somebody, you better hope and pray there's nothing that you want better than what you got now. Because when you do that, you just don't know, you're messing up something for your future, because you're allowing your emotions to get in the way of somebody else's journey. You're allowing yourself from enviness. What is it? Being envy in the nest on there. I can't say that. Being envious. That's what I meant to say. Being envious of someone else. There's always going to be somebody who's going to know more than you. That doesn't mean that you can't learn from them. If those are the type of people, because some people, when they know stuff, they don't want to be able to teach somebody because they think you're going to get ahead of them. Me, I'm not that type of person. I feel like we all can learn from each other. We all can win. But, there's always somebody that's in your life, or they see that light within you. They see that you on that vibration, that you go harder than anything. And anybody who feels like that you might outshine them, they try to do anything for that. And, and a lot of times it's about their emotions, because right now, with everything that's going on in the world, that is very heavy, especially with it being in the retrograde. There's a lot of energy that just ain't clicking, so you have to understand there are going to be people that are going to go against you. There are going to be people like, wait a minute, how does she know, or how does he know more than me? I don't like that. Let me go ahead and I want to make sure, let me see what they got going on in their life. Let me see if they can do this, and not realizing when you put that type of vibe on somebody, you're doing it exactly to yourself. You're reprojecting how you feel about yourself by placing that on other people. So when you do that, you're placing it back on yourself. So it's just like some people get really scared when you're doing those things, but also it's just like when you're protected by a higher God, you're protected by your gifts that you have been bestowed. You're growing. You're going through heavy shifts in your life. There's a lot of times that you may be very hyper, full of energy. And there's some times where you're just dragging and feeling drained. So you're going through constant fluctuation within your vibration. It's like right now, I just see all my energy is just like dark light, and all those different things. But yes, if you're going through these different things, like I don't suggest to go to a psychic. It's just a fact is, I guess because I'm my own psychic medium, I don't go to other people to do that. I've always been guided to not do that. But also don't allow yourself to press fire with fire. You know that they're already dealt with when they did that to you in the first place. So allow yourself to be open. Protect yourself, especially if you're being around a whole lot of empaths. I had learned just from yesterday, when we had all our talks and stuff like this on our Zoom meeting and our Zoom chats, you have to be able to protect yourself. There's a lot of people that try to get into that vibration. If they can, there's some people out there who go ahead and soak your energy on purpose, because they whatever it is they got going on. But just pray for folks like that. Don't allow yourself to fight fire with fire, because trust and believe, if you're allowing yourself to stay focused on where you're trying to go, not where you have been, but allow yourself to appreciate where you've been, because you're not going back no more. You have to be able to give yourself that own self-talk when you're in your mirror. You have to allow yourself to know where I've been. I appreciate it. Where I'm going to go, I'm going to really adore that, because it's like the things that you have faced in your life, the things that you have went through, the things that constantly been like block after block after block after block. Those were the things. Those were the exact things that got you where you are today. And even if you're not exactly where you want to be at, it's just preparing you for a place that you never knew you could enter. You about to start being, what do they say? You're about to be qualified for things you weren't even qualified for. There's going to be doors that's going to open. There's people up here talking about your name already in places like, who is that person? I want to know. I've heard about them, but I haven't seen them yet. I'm trying to know them, and that's the things that's preparing for you. Anything that you are struggling with now, a lot of times when people place things on you and they like to get inside your head. But a lot of times that's your psycho, that your psycho valuation within yourself, your vibes that you have within yourself. They always tell us somebody trying to block you. You don't have to breathe into that true block myself. If you're not allowing yourself to welcome that in, if they already know, you have to be your own challenge at times. You be able to do that, and you're going to be grateful for everything you go through. Even though you may be mad, you can just sit up here and say thank you, because this allowed me to be a better person. This allowed me to keep going. This has allowed me to be achieving. So you keep doing those things. Allow yourself to meditate. Even if you're at work, you get that break. Go to YouTube, and whatever you may be struggling with, they got like 5 or 10 minutes. They even got like a couple of seconds, where it gives you the affirmations just to even look at, just for you to do that, just to uplift you in your day. Anything that you're struggling with right now is preparing you for something. S. Harris, and I don't know who else. Oh, Stacy, but right. Much love to you as well. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. And it's just all about, if you want to connect with me, maybe you want to be able to share your spiritual experience or your vibe of experience. I always tell people that views of experience, that's what I meant to say. Or there are certain things that you may be curious about your purpose or your line of purpose, or where you're trying to go. Let me see. Everything that you speak on with me is confidential. If I can't tell you from my experience, I tell you best by getting the information you need to get, to give you, further further deeper understanding for where you're trying to go. Either even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things really take you a long way. And what else I need? Whatever you're working on in your manifestation is gonna soar. It's come out sooner than you expected it. It's coming sooner than you predicted it as well. So I will see y'all on my next video. I hope y'all make good choices, positive choices, challenge your own challenges, more encouraging towards yourself as well as everything that you're facing. Even though maybe during those hard times, just breathe, count to 10, and just say thank you. And I will see y'all on my next video. Much love. Peace.